Hi guys, EBPMAN with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to do a review of an updated 8 amp 5-port charger from Saicoo. So before actually going into the unboxing, I thought I'd highlight the specs here for those of you who like looking at the actual specs themselves. Now this is a auto charger, so this is something that you would use in your car, and here's a previous version that we'll compare in a couple seconds. So you use this to plug it into the car, and this device has multiple charging ports. Now what's changed with this version, and we're going to see that in a couple seconds, is the fact that this is now an intelligent charger that's going to be able to support a wide range of devices, as you can see here, going anywhere from your Apple devices all the way up to your phones, tablets, and then also non-Apple devices. So the full range of Android devices that you see out there, either from LG, either that from Samsung, or any other brand, as well as tablets. So as you can see, here are all the specs. It's a 5-volt 8 amp 40 watt charger. It does have a auto setting fuse, so you don't have to worry about blowing anything out, and if it does need to be reset, it does it automatically by itself. And what we'll do now is just really focus on the differences with this charger, and we'll see how we can power up multiple devices. Let's go ahead and open up the package. And we'll set the box aside now. Here we have our charger. Charger comes with some Velcro adhesive, as you can see here, and this Velcro is used so that if you'd like to maybe Velcro this component somewhere in your car, let's say you have an SUV or an minivan and you want to permanently affix this. Most minivans and SUVs now have a cigarette lighter plug in the back, so you may want to plug this in the back and allow your kids, especially if you have multiple kids, to connect all their devices from the back. So that's what the Velcro is for, but we'll put that aside. So taking a closer look at the device, and what we'll do is we'll compare it to the previous version. So here's an older version, not quite older, but still it's the previous version. And you notice that the big difference here is you have these A and NA. So A represents Apple, and then the NA is actually not Apple. So you could have an Apple device, an iPad or an iPhone plugged here, and then you would use like an Android device connected to this. And what they did is they gave you the colors indicating which devices could go into which port. Now this was great. But it really was really designed so that if you had a combination of devices in your house, and also this is really highly dominating if you have an Apple device. Now the change in this version is that you notice that there are no symbols whatsoever, and the colors are all the same. And that's because this specific device now supports, each port supports both Apple and Android, which is great because now you don't have to worry about where you plug things in. And then also, if you don't have, in this case, if you only have 2 Android devices and 3 Apple devices, this worked great. But if you have, let's say, 2 Apple devices and 3 Androids, this wouldn't work for you because you only had so many ports available. So let's take away the old one, and now let's focus on the new one. So in addition, what you do have, for those of you who are looking at this device for the very first time, is each one of these USB ports is self-powered. So you have a little button that you can press, and each time you press it, you'll enable or disable the actual port itself. And then you have a light that will light up, letting you know which one is on, so that you can see if there's power being fed to the device. The cord is I would say reasonably long. It's something that, as I mentioned, if you have in the back seat of your car, if you have an SUV or minivan, how you have those plugs right by the door, you can easily use that to support it, plug it in, and extend it so that you can have your devices connected. It also is easy to plug in, especially on the driver's side. How we all have the cigarette lighter there, and extend it to the back seat if that's something that you need to do. So now let's go ahead and take a look at how this device works by plugging it in and then also having multiple devices connected to it. Before plugging any devices into the actual charger, I'd like to just show you how the actual LEDs light up when you actually power them up. So here what I've done is by pressing the button, I've turned it on, and you'll see that the LED aligns with the specific USB port. And then as I just continue to press each one of these buttons, what you'll see is each one of these LEDs will light up. I'll just cover it right here so you can see like that. So each one of these is going to give you another device that you'll be able to plug in and supply power for. Now again, this is going to apply enough power to charge your tablet, your Android phone, your Android tablet, your Apple tablet or Apple phone at the highest possible amperage that your device can choose from or charge from, and it's going to do that automatically. So again, no longer do you have to worry about which USB port you're using. Let's go ahead and plug in some devices and see how it works. Alright, so what I've done is I've taken my charger and I've plugged a series of devices in. I have, first of all, I have an LG G3, I have a Samsung Galaxy S5, I have a iPhone, this is a 5, I have a Samsung Galaxy Tab S 8.4, and I have a iPad Retina version, and this is the Mini. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how this charger, car charger, is going to be able to support all these devices connected at the same time. So right now, as you can see, I have it's off. So what we're going to do is we're going to power each one, and we'll keep them all powered. So I'm going to press this on. And you'll notice that my LG turned on. It's pretty much letting me know that the phone is charging because this was the first one that was connected. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to power up my S5. Actually, I think this is going to be the iPad. So let me find the cable for the S5. Here's my S5 cable. We'll go ahead and power it up. And then you'll notice that the S5 powered up. What we're going to do now is we're going to go with the iPhone. And let me make sure I have the right cable for that one. I think it's this one right here. iPhone turned on, so iPhone is charging. Here I have my Tab S. It is not charging, you can see there. So we'll go ahead and follow the cable for that. Power that on. And you saw that now it's charging, and you see the charging symbol. Close that. Now here I have my iPad. And what we're going to do is we're going to power that last one up. Let's do that again. There it goes. And now you see that it is charging. So you can see the symbol right there in the corner. So I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devices all charging at the fastest possible rate for each one of these devices, all coming from this single charging brick. So this was our review of the Saicoo high-powered car charger. Again, this is a 5-port, 8-amp charger for all your devices. If you have any comments or questions about this product, I'm going to have a link on the YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy the video. And once again, please like, please subscribe, and don't forget to share.